AI is everywhere right now. It's all over your feed and popping up in jobs ads across every industry. But when people say just learn AI, they never tell you how to choose the right course. So I decided to figure it out for myself. I signed up for 50 different AI courses. Yeah, 50. It took months, a lot of late nights, and more coffee than I want to admit. Along the way, I kept coming back to a few platforms I already knew well, DataCamp being one of them. They're also kindly sponsoring this video. But I didn't just skim through them. I evaluated each course based on 4 key areas. First up is teaching something I can actually use right away. Second, does it have real career value? Like, will it help you get hired or promoted? Third, is it fairly priced for what you're getting? And finally, is it engaging enough that you'll actually finish it? Because let's be real, no one wants to stick with a boring course. Each course was scored out of 20, 5 points for each of these 4 areas: usefulness, career value, price, and engagement. So if a course made it into the top 5, it wasn't by luck, it earned it. In the end, 5 stood out. So whether you're aiming for a tech role, switching careers, or you just want to stay ahead of the curve, there is a course for you. Right, let's check out the results. Coming in at number 5 is the Microsoft AI Engineer Professional Certificate from EDX. This program is created by Microsoft and made up of 3 courses, designed to be completed in 2 months. It's ideal for software developers and data professionals looking to deepen their expertise in cloud-based AI. The first course starts by laying down the fundamentals of Azure AI services, covering areas like language processing and machine learning. The material is well guided and thorough, so you don't feel like anything important is skipped. That said, the learning experience leans heavily towards explanation rather than experimentation. If you're someone who learns best by building and testing things as you go, like myself, parts of the course may feel a bit dry and slow-paced. That said, if your goal is to grow in an AI engineering role or build a strong foundation for an Azure AI certification, this course is for you. Here's how it's scored. For usefulness, a 3.5 out of 5. With a solid foundation for Azure AI services, but not very useful if you're working outside the Microsoft space. Career value gets a 4 out of 5. A good credential if you're aiming for roles that focus on Azure or Microsoft technologies. Pricing, a 4 out of 5. This course costs just under $200, which may feel a bit steep for some. If you're mainly interested in the content, you can audit for free, though you won't get a certificate. If you're on a tighter budget, EDX financial assistance is always an option. I walk you through on how all that works in my next video. Engagement gets a 3 out of 5. The content is helpful, but some parts of the course feel a little dry. So the final score is 14.5 out of 20. A good option for those in the Microsoft-focused roles, but less relevant if you're wanting to work with Gen AI tools like Hugging Face or LangChain. At number 4, we've got the AI Programming with Python Nano degree from Udacity. This is a beginner-level program made up of 5 courses with around 52 hours of content, and it's very focused on building a solid technical foundation rather than rushing through tools. One area that really stands out is Course 2, which is centered on Python certification prep. It's designed to prepare you for the Python PCP certification, with a strong emphasis on core concepts like syntax, functions, control flow, and problem solving. If you're aiming to validate your Python skills early on, this is a clear point of focus and adds real career value beyond just watching lectures. The final project has you building a transformer-based model for movie review sentiment analysis, using PyTorch, bringing together data preparation, model training, and evaluation in single hands-on projects. The one downside is probably the pricing. It's one of the most expensive courses on our list, and while the content is high quality, it may be a big jump if you're just starting out. Let's check out the scores. Usefulness gets a 4 out of 5. It's great for core AI skills, but doesn't cover newer Gen I tech. Career value gets a 4.5 out of 5. Strong support and job-focused projects make it ideal for career changers. Pricing a 3.5 out of 5. For this program, Udacity offers several pricing options, including a one-time payment of around $500, as well as monthly or bundle subscriptions. If you want to go deeper into Udacity's pricing, check out my full review video. And as for engagement, a 4 out of 5. It's well produced and project-based, though a little bit traditional. The final score gets a 16 out of 20. If you want a solid start in AI with structure and support, this one's a great fit. Coming in at number 3 is the AI Fundamentals career track from DataCamp. This track is built for people who are completely new to AI and doesn't require heavy coding. It's made up of 6 courses with around 10 hours of content, so it's relatively quick to get through. You'll get a clear introduction to machine learning and large language models, all in an easy to follow format. I've used DataCamp for years to sharpen my Python skills, and this track keeps the same highly interactive browser-based style I'm a big fan of. You're not just watching lessons, you're actively working through them. Even though I regularly use ChatGPT, I found Course 2 particularly helpful for discovering best practices and reinforcing core concepts. Another highlight was Course 6, which focuses on AI ethics. It covers topics like fairness and trust in AI systems. If you already have some experience with LLM concepts or machine learning, a few sections will likely feel quite introductory, but for those just starting out, this is a solid, low-commitment way to build a strong foundation before moving on to more advanced tracks or certificates. Here's the score breakdown. Usefulness gets a 4.5 out of 5. It's a well-rounded intro with practical coding and real-world context. Career value, a 3.5 out of 5. It's a good starting point, but you'll need more advanced training for job readiness. As for pricing, a 4 out of 5. It's part of DataCamp's premium plan, whether you go monthly or for the annual subscription. If you want a deeper look at the platform, you can check out my full review. Engagement gets a 4.5 out of 5, and interactive, bite-sized and motivating, especially if you're new to AI. The final score is 16.5 out of 20, an ideal first step if you're curious about AI and want a friendly hands-on entry point. Before we jump into the final 2 courses, which honestly impressed me the most, just a quick one. If you're enjoying this, hit subscribe. It really helps me out and keeps videos like this coming. Thanks so much. And in second place is the Generative AI Engineering with LMM specialization from Coursera, created by IBM. This specialization is designed for learners aiming to become generative AI engineers and takes around 3 months to complete. It will especially appeal to data scientists, machine learning engineers, and AI developers who want to build practical Gen AI skills. It's made up of 7 separate courses and walks you through the core ideas behind Gen AI, from foundational concepts to how transformers work, and eventually building applications using tools like LangChain, Hugging Face, and OpenAI's API. Course 2 is a standout, focusing on foundational Gen AI models. You build sequence-to-sequence models using encoder, decoder, RNNs, which really help you understand how modern Gen AI work. In the first module, you create a QA bot so that you can read and answer questions from your own documents, which is an exciting and practical way to apply everything you've learned in a browser-based environment. Overall, it does a great job of balancing real-world projects with solid theory, so you can come away with skills that you can actually use. Here's how it's scored. Usefulness gets a 5 out of 5. It covers real Gen AI tools and workflows used in the industry today. Career value, a 4.5 out of 5. In-demand skills from a trusted brand, great for Gen AI focused roles. Pricing with a 4 out of 5. You can take this specialization with Coursera Plus for $59 a month, which is fair if you finish within the 2 to 3 month time frame, but it can add up if you take longer, especially if you want that certificate. I break this all down in my Coursera Plus video. If the certificate isn't a priority and you have a tighter budget, it may be worth looking at Coursera's financial aid, which I cover in a separate video. And for engagement, a 3.5 out of 5. The content is strong, but it leans more video heavy than interactive. So the final score? A 17 out of 20, super practical, beginner friendly, and a great way to build Gen AI skills that actually matter on the job. Taking the top spot is the Associate AI Engineer for Developers career track from DataCamp. This track is geared towards developers or tech-savvy beginners who want to build real AI-powered application, not just learn theory. It's 26 hours long, self-paced, and made up of 12 courses, all running directly in your browser. What really sets it apart is how hands-on and tool-focused it is. You work with OpenAI's API, Hugging Face, LangChain, and Pinecone, and actually build things like chatbots and recommendation systems. It also touches on more production-ready concepts and how to structure your code properly. I especially like the bonus projects, where you use the OpenAI API to plan a trip to Paris by answering questions about tourist attractions. It's a fun but practical way to see how these tools work in a real-world scenario. Course 11 also stood out to me as it focused on writing a Python module. After taking Python courses in the past, it was cool to see those fundamentals applied in a project-based way. If your goal is to move towards an AI development role, this course gives you exactly the kind of hands-on experience and portfolio-ready projects hiring managers are looking for, and that's a big reason why it takes the top spot. When it comes to usefulness, it gets a 5 out of 5. It teaches tools and workflows used by Gen AI engineers right now. Career value? A 4.5 out of 5. Project skills and hands-on training that you can apply immediately. Pricing takes a 4.5 out of 5. Included in DataCamp's premium plan, which covers 600 plus courses, you can realistically finish it in a month. And for engagement, a 5 out of 5. A clean interface, instant coding, and a really enjoyable learning flow. The final score? 19 out of 20. If you're serious about building real Gen AI tools, this is where to start. So here's the bottom line. If you're looking to break into AI with practical beginner-friendly courses that teach job-ready skills fast, DataCamp came out on top, and for good reason. And if you're still figuring out the right learning platform for you, I've got you covered. You can check out my full DataCamp review right here. Or if you're curious how it stacks up against Coursera, I've done a full DataCamp versus Coursera comparison too. If this helped, give it a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments which courses you're thinking about taking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.